Hello to all solo leveling anime fans. Let's dive into the story of episodes 6 and 7. The episode begins with the climax of the betrayal by Hwang Dong-suk and his team, which happened in the previous episode. They tricked JinWoo and Jinho into the boss room of the dungeon, where a giant spider had awakened, and sealed the entrance, leaving them to die. Hwang Dong-suk explains to his team that it's a profitable decision. Without JinWoo and Jinho, they won't have to share the loot from the dungeon. His cruelty and selfishness show that he has no qualms about killing for personal gain. Faced with the spider, JinWoo immediately takes on the role of protector. The monster attacks swiftly and with tremendous power. Jinho is paralyzed by fear, and JinWoo is forced to fight alone, using the skills and weapons granted to him by the system. Despite his enhanced physical abilities, JinWoo quickly realizes that the spider is much stronger. His attacks barely scratch the monster, and each missed blow brings him closer to death. This moment emphasizes the tension. The system has given him power, but it's still not enough to deal with such a threat. JinWoo decides to use all of his resources and abilities to defeat the monster. We see his rapid growth as a fighter. He strategizes, avoids the spider's attacks with perfect precision, and lands decisive blows. Eventually, JinWoo triumphs over the monster, killing it despite its clear superiority. Meanwhile, Hwang Dong-suk's team, believing JinWoo and Jinho are dead, returns to the boss room to take the mana stones from the spider's body. They calmly discuss how they will divide the loot. However, when they enter the room, they are met with an unexpected sight. JinWoo and Jinho are alive, and the spider is defeated. Their calmness and resilience shock the hunters. This moment fills the hunters with a mix of fear and disbelief, as they realize they had underestimated the two. An argument breaks out, and the group starts attacking, offering Jinho the chance to betray JinWoo. Jinho refuses. The group injures JinWoo, but the system intervenes, giving him the directive: kill all enemies. Coldly and strategically, JinWoo begins his counterattack. Using his abilities, he defeats the hunters one by one. Each fight shows his physical and psychological superiority. At this point, the viewers see that JinWoo no longer fears killing when it's necessary for his survival. His eyes are filled with determination, and his movements are precise and deadly. In the final battle, JinWoo defeats the leader of the group, completing his revenge for the betrayal. After eliminating all the enemies, JinWoo turns to Jinho, who had been watching the fight, awed by his friend's strength. Together, they leave the dungeon. JinWoo and Jinho walk away, leaving behind the site of the bloody massacre. This episode showcases JinWoo's transformation. From a weak and indecisive hunter, he becomes a cold-blooded and powerful fighter, ready to face any threats. The 7th episode shows a relative of the murdered Hwang Dong-suk who wants revenge in the Bejinik. Next we see with a report about the raid in which hunters were killed and JinWoo and Jinho were present. JinWoo is dealing with the traumatic events, particularly recalling how he had to kill the hunters, even though it was a matter of survival. These moments emphasize the psychological impact of his new power and the difficult choices he faces. JinWoo also reflects on the cold, objective nature of the system, which prioritizes survival and efficiency above all else. The system even prevents him from getting drunk on alcohol, highlighting its strict control over his actions. JinWoo meets with Jinho, who expresses a desire to fight alongside him to prove his worth. Jinho offers JinWoo a large sum of money in exchange for participating in a mission. Although JinWoo initially declines, he contemplates the offer, realizing his growing strength and the potential value of a reliable ally. This interaction shows how JinWoo analyzes his relationships with others and makes calculated decisions. The system informs JinWoo about the existence of the Elixir of Life and gives him a new quest. This quest leads JinWoo to a powerful Cerberus, guarding specific gates or a combat arena. As he progresses, the system provides guidance on overcoming challenges and surviving. Along the way, JinWoo encounters dangers, and the combat arena helps him navigate obstacles while teaching him how to prepare the Elixir of Life. JinWoo battles Cerberus, showcasing his improved combat skills and resourcefulness. With the system's support, he effectively overcomes the challenges. During the process, he receives detailed instructions on how to craft the Elixir of Life, allowing him to successfully complete the mission. His victory over Cerberus and learning the recipe for the elixir not only highlight his development as a strong hunter but also deepen his understanding of his capabilities and the world around him. Did you like the episodes? Are you looking forward to the next one? Share your thoughts in the comments.